On today's Warehouse Safety Tip Wednesday, we'll be covering what's protecting your racks, so stay tuned. Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. You can find the show notes to each episode, links to information mentioned on the podcast, the social media platforms we're on, and anything else related to the podcast at warehousesafetytips.com. Now, if you're a seasoned podcast listener, this podcast is going to be different from most you listen to. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money and each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all of that out of the way, let's get to the podcast. Episode 33 of Warehouse Safety Tips covered 3 pallet and racking safety tips. The 3 tips we covered were rack and lift truck training, pallet and racking inspection, and safety equipment. If you go back and listen to that episode, you'll get details on each one of those tips. Today, we're going to showcase an individual product that can greatly assist in preventing damage to racks by preventing one of the most vulnerable areas, the base of racks. That product is called RamGuard, and it provides superior column protection via its patented rubber armored metal design. RamGuard's many advantages include, but are not limited to, protecting racked structures from frontal, angled, and side impacts, significantly lowering impact damage to pallet rack columns, requiring no hardware or straps to retain the guard on columns, enduring many impacts with no loss of performance, and significantly outperforming most plastic guards commonly used today. Being proactive is definitely part of a successful safety plan, and protecting your racks with RamGuard before damage can occur should be part of that plan. Check out RamGuard and everything else you need to keep your facility safe, organized, and productive by visiting the sponsor at the end of the podcast. Before moving on, here's a word from one of our sponsors. If you've ever been to or worked in a warehouse, you know just how important safety is to both management and staff. It's almost impossible to go 10 steps without seeing safety tape, angles, signs, and/or safety products. It's these items that show us how to be safe and avoid danger in the workplace. And if you're looking for the best products to make this happen, look no further than Mighty Line. Mighty Line floor signs and floor markings offer the best industrial products out there. We're proud to have Mighty Line as the official floor sign and floor marking company for the Warehouse Safety Tips podcast and site. Go to mightylinetape.com/safety tips to request a sample pack of their incredible safety signs and floor markings. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Warehouse Safety Tips. If you visit warehousesafetytips.com, you'll find the show notes for this episode and access to all of our blog posts, previous podcasts, advertiser information, and much more. Thank you for listening to Warehouse Safety Tips, and have a safe day.